In a land very, very far away in space and time and fantasy. Well, really, it's just in some guy's head. These are the dark diaries of the incredible divine dictator king Aaronanthony VII. Join us as we delve into the mind of the cruelest dark lord ever to walk the lands of Aaronopolis, a completely real world he didn't just make up. Beware, these tales are not for the faint of heart. Listen if you dare.
April 20th, 1996. Dear Diary, 39 is now wearing goat head masks. She has about 5 of them. One is very scary looking, one is very cartoon looking, and the others just look kind of like goats. I am not sure how I feel about it yet. Remember last year when I had wedding capture ceremony and she did not wear goat head masks? She only wore fear. But then we spelled her, and since we have been up in the north, she has gotten progressively worse, like ever since we made the demon flame. I am sure there is no correlation between the two. She used to be a pretty princess, and now she looks like dark spirits have overtaken her body. I can't imagine why. It is probably just some rebellious phase she is going through. Certainly not all of the damage that has been done to her since I came into her life. Did I say damage? I meant good things. Good things since I came into her life. Meteorologist said it has been the hottest spring in recorded, and I didn't even know we had a meteorologist, or even what that is. The pile of bodies added to the fire has about doubled since we ignited it last spring or summer. But the flame has not actually gotten bigger or smaller. The body pile, however, is almost higher than the flame is now, and none of the bodies actually burn up. They just kind of are. 39 said the great forgery will be completed soon. That will be nice to have for the upcoming war. We are going to need lots of weapons for all of the killing I have planned. I was so preoccupied with my absolute love of 40 that I spent all winter not even planning for the war and have been a slacker. Good thing I had Sturvener to help, and 39. Though when I had 39's family killed and took her as 39th wife, I did not think she would ever be useful for war, but look how things change. The only thing that is constant in life is change. 39 said she never forgets about war, and that preparing for the Great War is the single most important thing she can ever do to serve the Dark Lord. I thought it was fellatio, but I guess other people see things differently. I am glad I don't let most people read, so they can't think much differently than I. Also, absolute fear love helps. 39 does not even do fellatio anymore. She only quickly does her deed in the bloodbath, and then calls me hurtful names, then I cry. I hope I do not run out of alcohol. That would be pretty bad. Slave distillers said that due to my incessant arson, there is a shortage in raw goods to produce the libations I desire. What a joke. If that happens, I will certainly have to kill him. Without Sturvener whipping up great tonics for me regularly, I have had to rely on the spirits and ales and wines and meads and spirits to help me be the best ruler, dictator, incredible king, Aaronanthony VII of everyone that I can be. Fordy said I was dehydrated. Oh wait, she is dead. So that must have been a dream. I am certainly not a schizophrenic. I am having pretty bad nightmares. Countless wizards are here for the wizard audition thing. I counted 113, 39 counted 114. Someone is off. Probably her. Definitely not the incredibly divine dictator, king, ruler, Aaronanthony VII, ruler of everyone alive ever. My numbers are incredibly accurate 99.7% of all of the time. One cannot be right all of the time. Pretty close, though. Tomorrow, I will have the Wizard Slave Audition competition. I call it the Go Ahead and Try Wizard Tournament. There will be wizarding obstacles set up for them, and I was going to get a cool sphinx, but my producer said that the Wiener Brothers might sue us for likeness, so I will just go with a boring old normal Minotaur. I am not sure who Sue is, though. Perhaps it is a popular name up in the north, like Aaronanthony is a popular boy's name in my family. Anyone else who falsely takes on that name will be gibbeted. I wonder if one of my wives is named Sue for real. I wouldn't know, since I just call them by the number, and none of them actually love me. But 40 did, and she was murdered. 39 tolerates me, but she has been spelled beyond return. I wonder how many of my wives have died now. I know of at least 40, but there must be others. Maybe 3, or 7, or 12. No, 12 is fine. I am sure of it. I would never forget a mouth like that. I do not know if 39 owns a voice changer box, but when she speaks through the goat head mask, it kind of sounds as if two people were talking with a pretty deep tone. Good thing I know it is only 39 in there under the mask. I mean, who else would be under there? I prefer jam over marmalade. I would pour jam on 40's breasts and 39's too. Oh, wait. I do that with all of my wives. And some slaves. 39 likes to suffocate me with her breasts while I climax and calls me a bitch. Last night, she didn't even take the goat head mask off during penetrations. It took me much longer to climax. I had to close my eyes and think of 40. Isn't that cute? I am going to the ale house now. My brandy flagon is dry, and I have already beaten up that squire I took a while ago, Tom, or whatever his name is.
The drama continues with every breathtaking page turn. The degeneration unfurls itself in every sentence. Discover more tales of tribulations coming up next.
April 21st, 1996. Dear Diary, all the brandy is gone, all the ale is gone, all the wine is gone, all the mead is gone. See, I keep them in the same place, and there was some sort of explosion last night, and Ethan Old, slave distiller, died in the grand explosion. It happened last night. It must have happened after I left. Last thing I remember was going to the alehouse and insisting that everything was mine to take whenever I wanted, and that I was very interested in valve number 4. Ethan Old, slave distiller, must have done really bad, because after I left, he was dead and blown up. Most importantly, all of the brandy is gone, and the ale, and the wine, and the mead, and the brandy is gone. That is the third distiller to have died in at least the past 3 years. Why do they always die? They should work on that. I should get better slaves. I will start on that soon. This means I have no tonics, and no ales, and no meads, and no wines, and not even sarsaparilla. This is no good. I searched high, and I searched low, and I found the last barrel of brandy that did not blow up. A nice 13-year-old from Southern Peaches, aged in new make white Eastern Oak barrel with a level 3 char. I will certainly not share. Not with Sturvener, not with 12, not with Monty Dale, and not even with Lizard Trainer Guy. It will only last me about 3 days anyway, with the level of intake I intend to intake. So, starting tomorrow, I will start my journey to the sea. It will take me at least 2 weeks to get there, crossing at least 750 miles of the most impassable terrain. But Aaronanthony was born a Trekkie. I always do what is logical. Sturvener writes that new Oceanside Brewery is almost ready, so I will go there and be overjoyous. Plus, North is dumb again with no more 40 to make it better. And 39 just likes to wear goat masks, and she is starting to be intimate with corpses. Which I never did, I am pretty sure. I have to draw the line somewhere. I have had a hard time understanding 39 lately. She has been speaking more in that made-up language everyone seems to know but Aaronanthony, and her voice kind of vibrates like there is one or more persons talking through her. I would use the word reverb, but I am not sure if I know what that is. 39 likes to use things that vibrate when Aaronanthony cannot maintain. I swear it does not happen all the time. A new wizard named Aaronanthony won the competition, I guess. I didn't really watch because of my depression. But 39 said he was the least dead, and she wanted to use his anus for experiments. So I said sure. I hope he likes his new appointment. 39 said, I have a new bottle of nitrate arriving from the south soon, but I bet he doesn't even need it. I said, okay, 39, if it makes you happy. Then why am I so sad? Probably because 39 and Ethanold blew up all the tonics with his dumb slave skin. That was pretty dumb. I never was dumb. Not yesterday, not today, not 3 weeks from now, or even not even 3 weeks ago, not even today also. New shipments of avocados have arrived, and I had them all packed up in mule bag to take across the land to the sea. They are at various stages of ripening, so they won't all spoil at once. So that is nice. I had some this morning on toast. It was a taste citadel. 39 had goat liver for breakfast with rosemary. I told her to boil it in ale, but we are out of ale. All we have is potatoes, and lots of them up here. But everyone knows potatoes cannot make alcohol. Plus, slave distiller, whatever his name was, blew up and died. Evan or something. Or maybe it was Paladin.
I really do not think this man should be left to his own devices. Good thing we don't have a leader like that. Pretend our president isn't just as bad as Aaronanthony. In more diary entries of Aaronanthony VII, divine ruler of all.
April 23rd, 1996. I am once again writing to you from the road, and I decided to leave the north for the northeast to the sea. Sturvener writes that at least 14 schooners are completed. Or was it 12? You know, I had the 12th wife once who is down in Central right now. I wonder how she is doing. I decided to take new wizard Chandalou's wife with me to the Northeast Sea. Since 40 died and 39 is just too weird now. Boy, does she talk a lot. No, like seriously a lot. Apparently, Sean Mand did not stimulate her and has only given her one child, and she tells me he likes boys more than girls. Must be a wizard thing. I thought I would take new wizard wife hostage, but she doesn't seem to mind, and she is only eager to let me take her over and 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 over again. My penis hurts. Probably the sores. She likes to drink, too. We will run out of the last cask tonight. Sherry wine. That is the name of the new wizard Shantoff and Crazy Talks a Lot Horny Ladies kid. Sherry wine is now the ward of 39. She is a 17-year-old girl, and she will be 18 soon. So we will talk about her then. Or is it a he? I am not really sure, to be honest. Maybe next episode she'll be trans. Guess you better keep listening to find out. I don't really care, to be honest. No, I do. Please keep listening. And boy, 39 sure does pretty messed up stuff to people nowadays. You know what is messed up? Rich people that buy little kids for sex slaves. That doesn't happen in Aaronopolis. I would sure be ashamed if I lived in a country whose leaders regularly participated in pedophilia and the vast majority of the population knew about it, but only a few people in the world actually did anything to stop it. Boy, would that be a shithole place to live. There was a man, before I left, who kept blowing a whistle. All night, he blew the whistle. So I hung him and made it look like a suicide. His name was Jeff Epps. Jeff Epps didn't kill himself, but don't tell anyone, okay? I was going to keep writing, but crazy wizard wife lady is really drunk and already undoing my trousers as I write, so I am going to allow her to do this.
Sounds like Aaronanthony is going through some hard times. Better listen to these messages from this week's sponsor.
Hi, this is Casey Jackson, Salt Lake City artist. Me and a couple of friends of mine, Scott Millett and Miles Rogers, are launching what we like to call the Hive Mind Collective, S.L.C. It's a collective to help underground artists get their ideas off the ground. If you have a great idea for a podcast, hit us up. Just email the Hive Mind Collective SLC at gmail.com. Go to the Hive Mind Collective SLC.com.
And now we return to the dark diaries of Aaronanthony VII.
April 27th, 1996. Dear Diary, turns out new wizard lady is really annoying. Or wizard wife lady. Whatever, she is annoying and cannot handle her brandy, even if it is really good brandy that she doesn't even take the time to appreciate. So, after she passed out, I left her by the side of the road on a tree, or a shrub, or whatever. The point is, I left her there and just kept going on my way to the sea because trustful Sturvener does not get annoying, and his mouth is just as good. We did manage to drink all the rest of the cask of brandy, though. Captain Roughface thought I would wake up with a headache, but Aaronanthony VI did not raise no wimpy sissy person. That was the very last of the alcohol anywhere that I am. So, I guess I will have to go the rest of the trip that could just take forever without any of those precious liquids. I woke up this morning in a cold sweat and I am physically shaking. I really, 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 really want a drink. And the Salt Sea is so far away. I don't think I will ever make it alive. Yes, this might be my last entry left. I told slave carriage driver, Ross, to make the carriage horses drive faster, and he said he could not because he is an incompetent idiot or something. So now the crows feast, and we have promoted slave walker to slave driver. I wanted to build a new brewery right here, but other stupid slaves said we could not because we need to keep going. It might not have been a slave now that I think about it. Doesn't really matter, and I don't want to stop anyways. Plus, I didn't even bring my brewery building tool kit. Sturvener has those tools at the sea, and I do not want to stop. We are not even that far away from Wizard's wife crazy talks a lot and not even that good makes me sore lady yet. Aaronanthony has no illnesses, just sores that come and go. Deserted lady has the same sores. I am not sure if they are mine or if she had them already. Isn't it funny that we just left her by a tree while she was passed out? I bet she will either be totally fine or just die. Whatever, she talks too much anyways. Oh, my head hurts very badly, and my body is shaking from not having any tonics of sorts. We have barrel-finished water, but that does not give me euphoria. Today for lunch, Chef Slave made cold turkey. I do not think I can eat. I keep yelling at everyone to get me more brandy, but the brandy is gone, and everyone just stands around like a deer in the way of a carriage. So I throw things at them. I will have to start killing more slaves. Why don't they get me brandy, or wine, or ale, or mead, or chicha? Did you know that traditional chicha is made by chewing corn, and then the chewed up corn is used in the traditional Southern Aaronopolis drink? Gross, huh? 39 has started doing gross things like being intimate with dead animals and voting red. She wants to make the North dark again. What she doesn't realize is the North will grow darker in the winter due to the planet's axial tilt. Sturvener taught me that. Why does Aaronanthony VII, ruler of everyone alive ever, feel so terrible? I will have Sturvener make me a tonic to make me feel better. Dumb, stupid slave who has a loud voice told me that Sturvener is at the sea, and that is where we are going, and no one has tonics. He will no longer talk so loud, and I bet you know why. Because we had the civilized talk about his loud, dumb voice. I am very kind dictator leader. Sturvener sent me a letter by a hawk and told me to drink apple cider and vinegar and eat some kale. When Slave told me she didn't know what kale was, I got angry and smashed a vase and grounded her for 6 weeks. I do not know what kale is either. I used to have a wizard named Monty Kale, but I fed him to the demon fire. I do not write about all the people I kill. It is not like you need to know everything. A ruler has the right to decide what to tell people or not. Like our enormous debt, the people need not to know about that. Good thing bankers fear love Aaronanthony VII. I am sure when we conquer the East, we can pay off enormous debt. Someone suggested an income tax, but then I would have to start paying more people, and I already hate doing that. But you can make people do whatever you want if you have all the money. I will never pay slaves, though. That is why they are called slaves. Stuart Danleary writes that slaves are being very productive in Central, and he is doing the best to represent Aaronanthony VII. And Derek has gotten a new shipment of eyes. Slave lizard trainer guy lost 3 fingers, I guess. I used magic mirror of wireless broadcast to spy on him, and he is more gross than that woman I just deserted by a tree or a bush or a rock or something. I bet if I take a nap, everything will be fine.
This might be it for the main character of a 7-season story arc. Will Aaronanthony ever make it to the sea alive? Yes, he certainly will. And now we return to the sinister stories of Aaronanthony VII, divine ruler of all.
April 28th, 1996. Everything is not fine. Last night, I had a nightmare about a baby possessed by the devil, whoever that is, and the baby grew up to be the devil on earth, and then I had to kill him, but he killed me, and I woke up in the jolt like there were 39 arrows in my head. I also had a dream about 4 Swedish singers going on about the queen who dances. I bet that one will come true. I have been throwing up all day, and stupid slave nurse says I am very dehydrated. I said, "Of course, you dumb slave. I am out of brandy." Dumb slave. I bet it was the slaves who blew up the distillery, or maybe 39. What the hell happened to her anyway? I just wanted a murder buddy and a wife, not a goat head wearing necro-bestialic dark nymph. I'll probably only be intimate with her only 7 or 9 more times when I return to the north. It is because of stupid slaves that my head is on fire. Dumb slaves is why my entire body feels like 39 swords being stabbed 39 times in 39 places. One slave said I was going through something called a Deatbox. I do not know what a Deatbox is, but I do know I did not like his tone. So I had Captain Roughface kill him because I am too weary to do it myself. Or was it the slave girl? My mother would tell me to pray, but she is down south right now, probably at the beach, not up north, where my insides are wanting to rip out my face. What? You thought Aaronanthony has no mother? I shall drink some apple cider with vinegar and eat the kale like Sturvener said. Hippie slave Wanderlisp got some for me. He said he always has good gerbil remedies. I do not have a gerbil, but I will see if it works on people.
Insanity. The pure malice. Darkness around every corner. Now, the conclusion of episode 7 of the Dark Diaries of Aaronanthony VII.
April 29th, 1996. Dear Diary, it is good news. I have taken only one dose of this apple cider with vinegar and kale, and I feel loads better. I had a really good dream last night that opened my eyes. Figuratively speaking, my eyes are closed when I am asleep, and I only enter REM sleep or REM sleep whilst sleeping with my eyes closed. I realized that all of my problems are coming from drinking tonics and ales and brandies and wines. So, as of this very diary entry, the incredible divine dictator king ruler of everywhere will be living sober. I am sure this will be a positive change in my life that will last forever. In the dream, a magic dragon burnt me and told me that if I drank again, he would eat the world with his giant mouth. The dragon flame burnt away my hurting and wanting of tonics and ales and meads and brandies and wines. Oh wait, I forgot I wasn't going to talk about dragons. It was a bear. A fire-breathing bear made Aaronanthony VII, dictator king of everyone, incredibleness all over the place, sober. If you offered me an ale today, I would kill you, which is funny because today I came across an inn who offered me ale, so I killed them. It was very fun using ultimate death again and hearing the people's cry in the pain as I used it against their head, shoulder, and knees, but nowhere else. We are simple innkeepers, they said. Then they talked no more, making Aaronanthony III proud, but not for he was scum. It is funny that the dragon bear dream happened and all my life is better now. 112 people have died since we left north from Militia attacks. Good thing I brought 2,000 or 6,000 or so with me. Numbers are not what is important here. What is important is the dedication of all these slave warriors who died for their benevolent ruler, which is good. Slave hippie Wanderlisp told me the kale was laced with ayahuasca. He will be my on-the-road wizard. He said he is not a wizard, just simply a vessel for consciousness. I said, okay, you are my new road wizard. He also happens to have more kale. He does not have avocados or raspberry tart toast, which would anger the old Aaronanthony VII and made me kill him, but this is a new day. The sea should be closed now. I see what appears to be sea birds migrating north for the summer. The change of season brings the migration of large schools of fish, which brings the seals, sharks, and dolphins. They also bring the gentle orca. The birds feed in on the frenzy. Isn't nature pretty neat? There is so much blood in nature, I could make a bloodbath from nature blood. I wonder if 39 is still using bloodbath made from guy who cried about sister. Probably she is fond of it. I have sent Scout to look for Jonathan's wife we left by some place when Aaronanthony was mean. I can't wait till I get to the sea and begin new conquest and all die.
These sick and twisted diary entries are a production of the Hive Mind Collective S.L.C. Sound engineer, portrait artist, and handsome narrator by Casey Jackson. Writer, director, video producer, sketch artist, and voice of Aaronanthony is Scott Millett. Go to the HiveMindCollectiveSLC.com.
When you have somebody in your life that just cannot handle life and just keeps continuing to make their life even worse, there is only one thing to do. Call the bishop. 3, 2.
The Dark Diaries of Aaronanthony VII is a production of the Hive Mind Collective, S.L.C.